Yes, and I am live. Good evening to you all. How are you doing tonight? How is everything? Happy Thursday. Yes, it's Thursday night. It's our dinner night tonight, by the way. So, if you've been following me for a while, you know what I mean. But it's our dinner night tonight. I'm just going to check and make sure that, okay, people can see me, which is okay. I think it's fine. So, hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me tonight. Please put in the comment section, let me know where you're watching from, if you're watching me live, and if you're going to be watching the replay as well. I really love to know where you're watching me from, and just to be able to connect with you as well. Thank you. I can see that there's already someone who has just joined me. Thank you. So today is all about information. Information. All you need is information, my dear brothers and sisters. Need more. You don't need more. All you need is the right information, to do and undo, to go to your next level. You need the right information. And that's one thing that most of us shy away from getting. I don't know. Okay, I think okay. It's just like it looks like my network is fluctuating, but I think it's fine now. That's what most of us are lacking. And as I was sitting there, like I've just been in relaxed mode tonight, today, actually today, from the beginning of from morning. I just put my inflatable bed in the sitting room and doing something, slept in the middle, woke up, because I slept late last night because I attended our mastermind last night, our business owner mastermind. So, yeah, today I just want to tell you that the right information is what you need. Information actually is what you need. And when going after information, you need to, of course, be getting the right one. And why is information so important? Information is important because it will help you to make the right decision. Most of the time, people on my page and they are immigrants, right? Or on my personal profile, or maybe you are my friends, or maybe even if you're not, an immigrant, you have information about where you are. That's why you are there. That's why you can be there at this point in time. If you don't have information, if you don't even know that, okay, there's a place called US, there's a place called UK. Like I am from Nigeria, right? Before I came to the UK, I had information. I heard that, okay, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Nigeria is sending people to, Namibia for volunteering service. And somebody linked me, with the right information. I got the right information. I put in all that is required, paperwork and everything. I found myself in Namibia, right? While I was in Namibia, it was information that I got that brought me here to the UK. It was just something on Facebook. It was an ad on Facebook about, okay, they're looking for people to work in a nursing home in the UK, and these agents are willing to come down to Namibia to interview nurses. Like, I was like, could this be true? And do you know what? I did my due diligence, right? I researched, I went after information, and thankfully, I'm here because of that, right? So if you don't have the right information, it's really hard for you to go to your next level. The barrier between you and your next level is that information. If you don't have the right information, you probably will be stuck in one place. If you don't know how to move from point A to point B, if you don't have information about moving from point A to point B, you will be stuck there. It affected me when I came to the UK, and honestly, the moment I knew about so many things, I don't joke anymore. I run after information. And one thing with a lot of people have come with the kind of business I am into now, right? I run a global digital business, by the way. I will introduce myself. I just want to give these tips, just before I introduce myself. The kind of business I run a global digital business, and I've been opportuned to speak with a lot of people. People are really weary, like people are not eager to go after information. A lot of people have told me, 90 minutes is too long. 90 minutes is too long to get the information that can transform your life. 90 minutes is too long to grab the information that can take you from, that point 0 to point 10, like almost immediately if you have the right information. 90 minutes is too long. Oh my God. And honestly, I sometimes will just smile and, I'll respond that, look, you need the right information to make the right information. You need information. Information is the key to unlock everything you are looking for in this life. I always say this on my page here. Information is the master key. It's not just ordinary key. It's the master key to unlock anything. So if you have information, you have the key to that life that you've always dreamt of. Thank you everyone that is watching me. Please put in the comment section, let me know where you're watching from. I'll acknowledge you later, after this message. If you have the right information, right, you can do and undo. If you have the right information, you can move so fast. I see a lot of people in our business community because they have the information, right? Some people got to like the US, Canada in less than 3 years. In less than 3 years, they are outrightly paying off mortgages. They became job quitters in less than 3 years because, like one of our coaches, she was only 6 months in Canada when she found this business opportunity, and she's only 5 years in this business. So, and she said 6 months into her business, 6 months into her business, which is a year that she's been to Canada, she completely became a stay-at-home mom, looking after her children, looking after her 4 children. Yes, in my online business. Because of what? Because she saw the information about online business and she ran with it. She explored, she watched her 90 minutes info, and she saw what is involved. She saw how she could transform her life through that information she got, and she ran with it. But if she was saying 90 minutes is too long, I cannot sit 90 minutes and grab information. My dear brothers and sisters, if you're watching me today, right, if anybody have shared something with you, go after information. No, like if you, for example, now they say, there's an opportunity here and there, come to a webinar. Go. If they say there's an opportunity here, to hire somebody or to do, there is a Zoom meeting, go and get the information. Then dissect it, do research on your own, right, to know if it is genuine. If it's genuine or not, because you also have that responsibility to yourself, right? You want information to be able to liberate. Because honestly, when I hear those, things like 90 minutes, a whole 90 minutes, I don't have time for that. What do you have time for? You have time to be juggling. You have time to be in the UK for 30 years and not make anything out because you don't have the information, because you're always shying away from going after the right information. Why will you be here 30 years and there's nothing to show for it? That's because you don't have information. That's because you don't have the information that can take you from that point A to the point where you've always desired. But if you have the right information, honestly, I tell you, for free of charge, I won't take money from you to tell you this, that if right information, if you go after information, if you are the type that, they share something, if you are the type that you see someone on, Facebook, like I always listen. If I see that, okay, this is going to help my business, I go after it. I do research on it. Like I shared something recently, like, there was something that was shared in one of our mastermind, and, I actually went onto Google and say, okay, let me see how I can use this for my business. It's because I have the information. It's because, I saw that information, I ran with it, I went on Google, I, put in that information, I want to know more about it. And that is the difference between, people who are really eager to get information and people who are shying away from, you need time. You don't have time. That is why so many people in abroad, because they don't want to leave their comfort zone. They don't want to spend a little time to get the information that can help them. I was telling you earlier, it was an ad on Facebook that brought me to the UK. And the requirements: send CV, send transcripts, and your email. And then I sent all of that to them. And I tell you, when they sent me all that is required, I went through it, I researched, I, messaged some of my friends that were already in the UK then. I asked them, look, research this nursing home for me. this agency as well, because they said they're recruiting for this nursing home. And the person researched and said, oh, no, they have a lot of nursing home in the UK and, all of that. And then when they said they will be coming to interview us, I didn't say, I cannot go 8 hours. 8 hours drive to Windhoek from where I was to get interviewed. I didn't say, no, I cannot, no, I cannot waste my time. It's not a waste of time. I put in that time. I spent the time to be able to, go and get, I actually went, not even really because of it. I wanted to make sure that, okay, so is it true? And I went. And when I got there, I can tell you, like, I saw a lot of people. I was not the only one. And in my mind, I said, wow. So if I dismissed this, I would have probably lost that opportunity of, coming to UK fully sponsored. Fully sponsored. I didn't pay anything. Even my, like, they will pay back your one test. I did several English tests because I needed to meet criteria for nursing council, not the criteria to travel, right? Criteria to be registered with the nursing council. So I did several. They will pay you back one because if they will have to pay 100. So they paid me back even for my English test, and they still booked me for English test when I came here, and I passed both. So I was refunded the one I booked by myself. This is just to tell you that if you have the right information, maybe I'll still be in Namibia, or maybe I would have gone back to Nigeria, because even at that time, Namibian government was already producing their own nurses. They already started producing their own children as nurses, right? And they were not going to renew contracts. And it was even one of the things that pushed me out and said, you know what, I'm going to start looking for. But if you already have the information at this age, in fact, that time, I'm talking about 9 years ago. Yes, over 9 years ago. I'm talking about over 9 years ago. Because even at that time, internet was rampant. There's not so much, everybody's doing digital, what. It was internet, but not like, the way it is now that, everything you open, opportunity. Now, that time, there was nothing much. I just saw that. I said, okay, let me try it. If I dismissed that information, I can tell you for free, I won't be here. That is certain. I probably maybe will be here, but will not be true. That information might take me longer. And, when I came to the UK as well, I didn't have the right information. If I had the right information, I would not have been, into so many things that I did that, didn't work well. But when I saw this one, when I saw this by Digital Business that I've been running for over 2 years, I went after the information. I said, this time around, enough is enough. More information. I want to hear by myself. I want to hear by myself. I want to be sure that this is real. And honestly, when I went in to get this 90 minutes information, I was blown away with what I saw. I was blessed. I felt happy. I felt grateful that I went after the information. So if you are out there, you are still, drawing back. You are still, thinking to yourself, it might not be true. I cannot waste my time. There's no time wasting when you are going after information. You are empowering yourself. You are improving your knowledge. Even if you are not going to use it, you already know. Maybe somebody in future, maybe somebody might be, the one that will benefit from that information. If it's not a fit for you, share it with somebody else. Share it with somebody else. When I came here, I didn't have the right information. I didn't know that, okay, if somebody is here, hey, my battery of my watch is low. If somebody, he's here as dependent, they can work anywhere, they can do business, they can do anything. We didn't know that when I came here. But we are always afraid. Hey, what? Don't do anything. Don't check any call. Until, later when anybody that is coming now and they have dependents, maybe they have family, their husband is dependent, their wife is there, you can do and undo. Use this information, go and Google, go and search, go and see what course can you do, how can you, how can your life be better than now, what else can you do to take you to your next level, as a dependent. I know that, the one that is the main applicant, maybe you are restricted to ABCD, but even as main applicant, go and check what you can do to, leave that comfort zone of yours. You do your contract, that's fine, because of course you signed a contract. What else can you do to improve your life? What else can you do to take you out of that bondage? What else can you do? You are here as a student, start looking, start searching. And that was it for me when I was in Namibia. The moment I went through Nigerian government, like I explained to you the other day, I went through Nigerian government. But even as I was volunteering, I was already looking for information. How do I register with Namibia Nursing Council? How do I become registered? How do I become registered here? How can I? Then I looked for information. I went to hospitals, I went to private hospitals. I became friends with people. Like, I have some people who are already here now in the UK, and that we were friends. Some Zimbabwean girls. I went to, Grootfontein Hospital. That's where I met some of my nurses friends. We don't work together. We never worked together when I was in Namibia. But because when I was volunteering, I would go to the hospital and ask these girls, how did you be, the foreigners, the Zimbabweans, right? How did you become a registered nurse here? And they gave me the information, and I ran with it. I would travel well over 5-6 hours to Windhoek from Grootfontein to make sure that, okay, I'm registered. And if they say, okay, something is missing, I'll call Nigeria, let me get my transcript and all of that. Travel again to, go and submit it. That was how I, became registered with Namibian Nursing Council. And after that, before my volunteering service ended, I was looking for how, to apply for job. I went to those girls again, those nurses. I went to them. Wonderful ladies, like I became, Chan. That's why sometimes some people say, oh, your English don't sound like a Nigerian, because, these girls, I copy them. Whatever they do, I say, oh yeah, let's go. They are wonderful. Like, they were so good to me, because I told them, look, I came here on voluntary service, but I can take up job after my volunteering service. And that was what I told, my employer as well, that, look, I can't start yet. I'll start after August. And I started after August. I went back to Nigeria, dropped my diplomatic passport, came back with my green passport, and then, I started working as a registered nurse in one of the government hospitals in Namibia, because I had the right information. So if you have the right information, 90 minutes only to go and grab information that can transform your life, that can help you to liberate. Please don't joke with information when you see one. Don't joke. Whatever is going to cost you, create time. Create time, Create time. Create time, please. Create time to look through the information. Because maybe that time is all you need to put in to take you to the life that you value. Maybe that's just the little information that you need, that will not help, that will not make you spend 40 years with nothing in abroad. Yes, because that's what I sometimes I feel for people. Sometimes I just want to cry, because there is information. Please go after it. Go after it. Get something for yourself. You are new here. You are afraid. It's okay, right? It's okay to be afraid. Why are you afraid anyway? Maybe you're going to lose it. Maybe it's going to affect your ILR. It's going to be okay. Research. See what else you can do. Apart from Guinea company, go and see what else you can do. Go on gov.uk website and see what are you allowed on skilled worker, on Guinea, on depending route, on whatever route. What else can you do that can help you? That you will not just be stuck on working. If you want to work your contract, 39 hours, 33. Then do something else for you, for your family. Get the right information. That's the topic. Get the right information. Thank you, for that. So that's all about information. And talking about information, tonight is our live webinar. Now, if you're meeting me for the first time, my name is Felicia, a mom, a wife, a registered nurse in the UK. I'm originally from Nigeria, and I run this amazing global digital business. Proud to 2.5 years ago, I used to work very hard. Like I'm a registered nurse working back-to-back shifts, because I needed to pull resources together to do a lot of things. There are so many things that I have planned for my life. Even, proud to live in Nigeria to Namibia. so many things that I wanted to do with my life and, for my family as well, and even for my community. But it felt like it was dragging, even with all the extra shifts and everything. And for 5 good whole years, I was stuck in multiple jobs. I was stuck in back-to-back shifts, not having time for myself. I had good energy. Energy did, like less than a year in this country, I was already driving miles away to go and catch agency shifts and all of that. But at some points, though I tried so many things in between, like I said, I tried so many things, but because maybe it was not, I didn't get the right information. At some stage, I would just drop them and say, you know what, they work. Some they work for me, like, and I got duped in the process as well. But I didn't stop. I didn't stop because I know that in this life, for you to be successful, you encounter so many things. You encounter so many things. So whatever I've gone through in the past, they were a learning curve for me. And when I saw this business opportunity, what differentiated this one is that because the things I did in the past, there was no proper information. There was no webinar. Somebody just say, you know what, there's something, you go and like something, screenshot and send to them, you get money. But you need to unlock this thing by paying so. That's the things we've done in the past. I did Forex, by the way, but there was no solid information. There was no support. There was no, there was no community, right? That I could say, okay, I'm having issue here, and how can you help? There wasn't. But when I saw my business opportunity well over 2.5 years ago, I saw it February 2023. My mentor just sent a message. I went after the information. It was on a webinar day like this, and I signed up. I sent her my name and email address. She signed me up, and she sent the link to watch the webinar. And shortly after that, I started receiving, messages, and those messages were really like informative. I went through them. Like I said, could this be true? Could this be? It didn't take me long. I took action. Paid my 149. And, I went through the information. There's one thing I love with our business model is that you get the first information for free, which is 90 minutes, that will show you the structure, that will help you to say, wow, this is business truly. That will help you to decide, like, wow, this is business. This is not those kind of scheme that you screenshot. This is something that I need to be actively doing, that will give you sense of belonging. It will give you, sense of ownership, because this is your own. It's in your name. Business in your name. So, when I watched the 90 minutes webinar, I was thrilled. I took the further step. And the further step also unlocked another 3 hours worth of video for me. So for those of you who do not like to go after information, please, let tonight be the last day you will not go after information. Please get the right information, because when you get the right information, your life can completely transform. And even will. So, I went after the information. When I saw it, I was like, wow, God bless me. And, I put resources together and I started my business. Put resources together, started my business. And it's been awesome. I've been actively doing something about my business. In the last 5 days, I've been coming out live every day, because what? The business is giving me that chance. I've been, in the living room all day. I've helped my mentee today. She's our website is just out, and she needed to test it. We tested it, and everything is perfect, and ready to rock. And I'm so grateful to God that I'm in that position where I can also give back, where I can help people to start a business in their own name, business in their own name. And honestly, it's been one of the things that has helped me in this business. And right inside there, while I was talking about information, while I was going to, while I was going through one of our webinar, one of our mastermind, because we have meetings every week that will help us, people come to share whatever's been working for them. Our industry leaders come, and, we see virtually every week, at least once a week. And every day there's something happening. Every day in our business, there is a meeting to help us. There is an information being shared. And, I was watching that after I helped my mentee, and then there was an inquiry on my phone. I just responded, boom, action taker, just from the living room. Today, It's my first time coming into this office today. It's my first time coming into this office today. Like, this is my little home office. Now, when I started, I didn't have office. My business is everywhere. If kitchen is quiet, that would be my business. That would be my office. If sitting room was quiet, it would be my office. But as time goes on, as I grew in the business, God helped us. We moved to a better place. My husband was gracious enough to me to give me a space. That's for your business. Okay, enough of going everywhere. I said, thank you. But today, I've been in the living room with my inflatable bed, and I was just blessed. I was feeling so blessed for the information I had well over 2 years ago that has helped me to reduce all the back-to-back shifts. I don't like sharing, income posts. I don't flash income posts, but today God blessed me as well. So if you are still out there, you are the type that will say 90 minutes is too long. See my eyes. Please go after information. Go after information, because that information can help you, to move from that point where you are. Maybe you are even at that stage where you feel, oh, what is all this? I need to move. You only need information. You only need information to move. If you don't have information, you'll be stuck in one place. If there was no information of coming to the UK, you won't be here if you're an immigrant. If I didn't get information about how I can, how somebody can come and interview us in Namibia and then bring us to the UK, I would still probably be in Namibia if they were able to, if they will continue to sign my contracts or renew my contracts. Otherwise, maybe back home. Maybe life will be good, but maybe not, So you need the right information to go to the next level of your life. So that's all I have for you today. So I run a digital global business, and if you're interested, it's also sign up and watch our info session. It's 90 minutes long. It gives you overview of our business model. You see the structure, how we run our business through social media. We use attraction marketing, sales funnel as well. And all our sales funnel are search engine optimized, right? So if anyone search for, work from home, digital business, and all of that on Google, when they come on Facebook, they see your ad. And honestly, that's it. And when you've, like one ad, you see several ads. And then you can choose from, multiple ads. Who do I want to work with these people? But the first thing is to go and grab the information. Get the information. Be knowledgeable. Information will give you knowledge. Information will help you to decide if something is for you. Information will help you to move away from the life that you don't like, that's from bondage. Information will help you. So when you take that step and watch the info session, if it's not a business for you, it's okay. But if it's a business for you, you reach out to me. My WhatsApp is on my website. My what do you call it? Facebook Messenger is there. My Instagram is there. My TikTok is there. Reach out to me on anyone that you want to communicate with me on. I have my WhatsApp number here on my page. If you're watching from my page, even on my personal profile, you see it is public. You go on, my profile, see about and get my information, or leave me a comment, and I'll get in touch with you. So reach out to me, and you know what? I'll guide you on the next steps. We have another meeting about an hour from now, and I need to quickly do one or two things before then. So that's all I have to share with you today. In everything you do, before you dismiss something, go and get information about that thing. If you're watching me live, maybe you've seen my video somewhere, and you've put some nasty comments and all of that. It's because you don't have the information. It's because you never even bothered to click this thing and go and see what is happening at the other side. That is why. But the moment you click on the link, if you are wise, if you are knowledgeable, if you are intelligent, if you will see the difference between our business model and the things maybe that you've done in the past. I saw the difference 2.5 years ago when I first saw this business opportunity. Like, what? There is business. There is difference between what I've done in the past and this one. There is community support, there is mentorship, there is coaching, and this is going to be mine in my own name. That was it for me. That was it for me, 100%. It ticked everything for me. Tax recognized. Oh my goodness. That was it for me. Ticked everything for me. And I can pass it to my children's children. Wow. I said, it ticked everything for me. And today I'm blessed. Well over 2 years in this business. Feels like it's still very fresh. It's still very fresh for me because every day I'm always happy about my business because this business has allowed me to be able to feel home. Before, I don't feel home. I don't know whether the house is hot or cold because the time I come back, I quickly do one or two things and then I go and sleep. So I was like a stranger in my home previously because if you have the old time, it's okay. Some people have the old time, right? But they don't have the money. So it's still okay for you if you want to start your own online business, right? You need the money, you feel like you don't have enough, though you have time, but there's no money. Yes, this is for you. For me, maybe there was enough money to be comfortable, but not to do so many things. I wanted to do so many things, but the money wasn't enough. If the money was enough, we won't be working back to back, right? For me, I wasn't feeling home. I was not feeling like, it was my home. It was feeling like I just come in. I don't even know whether the house is dead. My kids take care of the house. By the way, me, I don't know how to hoover. Just to be all fairness, my husband and my children does all the thing. I mean, I only do cooking. I do cooking and then kitchen. That's all my job. I'm just saying that when I come back from work, already tired, go into the kitchen and see, okay, if everybody have sorted themselves. Because when I'm off, I cook a lot. So everybody, I just see what they've done and then I go to my children's room. What's happening? What have you done? My little boy, hey, bring your homework, let's rush. And most of the time it's already done. And then I'll go to bed. I was not feeling my home. But now I feel home. If it's good, I tell everybody it's too cold. Previously I wasn't because I was working so hard. I didn't get the right information to be able to liberate me. But the moment I saw the information, I could not let go. I couldn't. I did what I was supposed to do. So you're also out there, you're looking for, something to do from the comfort of your home, a digital business, anywhere. If you love traveling, maybe you will love traveling. Maybe you're just, in and out of the UK, in and out of wherever you're watching me from, and you just love to travel. You can carry your business about anywhere, anywhere, anywhere in the world. It's online, it's internet based, and it's global. I have business partners from everywhere. Not literally everywhere. I have business partners from, of course, yeah, they're business partners. My coach is in Canada. My mentor is in Nigeria. I have mentee in Sweden. By the grace of God, mentees will be coming from Ireland. I think I have one already in Ireland. Not sure. Oh yeah, we have mentees in Ireland from my accountability partners. And I have accountability partners in the US, in all over the place. So our business is global, you're not limited. And we meet, all the people I'm telling you about, we meet at least once a week. Something will connect us. There is mastermind every week for the whole community. There is our own tribe that we do meeting every day. Every day, anyone that applies to you, you are not obliged to go to everyone, but whatever applies to you, anyone you're struggling with, there's someone there every day to guide you. And that was it for me. So I'm giving you this information today. It's our webinar night tonight. Go and sign up on my website. Get the right information that can help you to move to the next level of your life. That can help you not to stay abroad for 30 years and not get anything out of it. You need that information, please. So that's all I have for you today. Like I said, I'm going in a meeting very soon. And that's the beauty of this business. Anytime, because it's online. So this meeting is not a meeting of work. It's my business meeting. And, because it's online, it's internet based, that's the time that is convenient for the person. It's also a convenient time for me. So you see, that's the good thing about running a business from the comfort of your home, from anywhere. You're not location bound, you're not time bound, and we have automation. So like I told you earlier, an action taker, automated action taker, without me breaking a sweat, from the comfort of my cozy living room. So get yourself the right information. If you don't have the information, you won't be where you are. If there's no information about starting primary, secondary school, university, if you don't have information, if you don't call the school to ask them what's the criteria, you will not be where you are. So why can't you get information about how can I get a better life? So go and grab that 90 minutes information. It's not too long. It's not too long. It's not too long. It's worth everything. We spend well over 90 minutes watching Netflix. For those of you that are still watching Netflix or watching YouTube or watching all the, entertainment and everything. Some people sit 2 hours on the internet, just browsing, laughing, gossiping. But information, 90 minutes to go and get 90 minutes info session that can help you, that can help you to liberate is the problem. Please, that's all I have for you today. Thank you, everyone that has stayed with me. Oh my God. Thank you, my dear sister, Luakemi. Thank you, Roll. Thank you, Val. Thank you, Vilami. Thank you, Joel. I appreciate you all. And I'll see you again tomorrow by the grace of God. Could be anytime. So I'll see you tomorrow. God bless you. All right.